Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. This is your Manchester United versus Burnley match reaction, and I must say I think it planned went to perfection there. I think very much that's what I wanted. I spoke about it in the preview. I said ideally, I know I can expect some rust with in terms of the team chemistry, but it would be nice for them to put in a good team showing, good on the ball, good off the ball, and win the game comfortably like 2-0, 3-0. And that's exactly what we did. I must say, I'm a little bit more impressed with the way we played as a team than I expected, so fair play to United on that. Even with a weaker team, we still managed to get the result. Burnley is a lot different to the Burnley we remember, I'm sure. But overall, yeah, I can't complain. That's a good first game back. I hope the better players come into the team naturally as we play more games over time, and hopefully we can just improve and get better. Ultimately that's what we need. But I think there were still negatives here and there. The reality of us still needing a lot of players is still there. I mean, we really would like some good quality players still. So yeah, pretty much a little bit better than expected, but ultimately nothing to hype on about, nothing to say that, oh, this is fantastic, that is terrifically bad. Nothing, no complaints from me. We will do the player ratings just now, and I am excited because I feel like there were some good performances, like I've said, but there was some very poor performances. I would say, you can guess where I'm going with this. But must say anything else on the game? I'm trying to think. Like I said, on the ball in possession, we were pretty good. Ten Hag, I think he got the team playing very well. I'd say that from Ten Hag's point of view, he'd be pretty happy with that. I think, considering all things considered, the lack of players, like I've mentioned before, and the lack of time they've had to practice it with each other again since the World Cup, pretty well done. I think everyone can give themselves a pat on the back and move onwards from there. But yeah, nothing much more to analyze from the game. Burnley did what they could. United played very well, and we're the better team. Deservedly, we got the win. We'll talk about the game naturally as we go throughout the player rating. So let's go into it. Dubravka, one of the worst players on the pitch for me. Don't know what he was doing. I don't know what I was seeing, but some of the decisions, some of the lack in confidence on himself, lack of awareness, self-awareness on the field was shocking. And we kept the clean sheet, and that just good to say how bad of a game he could have had. And another day, we get punished for the mistakes he made today, and probably lose or draw this game. Well, you can't really draw this game because it does go on, but not happy from Dubravka. I'm probably going to give him a 4. On this high of a level, you just cannot make those mistakes, especially as a goalkeeper, so nothing special from me. Gets a 4. Horrific game. I want to see David back in goals ASAP, and I think, ultimately we still need another keeper, just added to the long list of players that we need. We do need another keeper. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, well done. I must say, well done. Did not expect him to play this game. He did play it, and he played very well, I'd say. Quite decent from Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The assist was absolutely class, I must say. The reaction to do that, the technique to whip it in first time like that, put on the plate. As a striker or anyone attacking that ball, you could not have asked for a better ball from him. So very well done. Even without the assist, his positioning was pretty good. Going forward, he was pretty good. Defensively, he wasn't really that much bothered, to be honest with you. So I give Aaron Wan-Bissaka a 7. I think it was much a game of, to show that if he was to sell, add a little bit more value, he's a little bit more better than some people might remember him as. And I think that was the game, just to show people a reminder of how good he possibly could be. Maybe not ever on a United level, but still a valuable player and a valuable asset to someone else. So happy days from him. No complaints. Casemiro playing his centre back. What a player, by the way. What a world-class player this is. Out of position, does his job. Does Scott McTominay's job. Because Scott McTominay doesn't know how to do it. And puts in a man of the match performance for me. I'm not going to lie. My man of the match, 9 out of 10. Dominated the game. From defense and midfield. What a player. What a player. And he just came back from the World Cup as well. Didn't show signs of fatigue. Didn't show signs of anything. Any level of drop-off. Straight back into the thick of it. Out of position. World-class performance, So happy days with him. Man of the match. Lindelof was alright. I noticed him getting his head on a few of the chances from corners, which is a little bit interesting. Not gonna hate him for it, but ultimately it just shows the lack of player that we need for those type of situations. But ultimately kept the clean sheet, kept it tight. Give him a 7. No complaints from me. Malacia, did he take this opportunity to show Ten Hag that he should be starting at fullback No, and I never think he was probably going to do that. Even if he did have a world-class performance, he probably wouldn't be straight back into the first team. But he could have done better. I'm just going to give him an average 6. I don't think he did anything horribly wrong, and I don't think he did anything wonderfully great, so just an average 6 for me. McTominay, oh, Lord. I cannot stress how important it is for us to offload McTominay and bring in another midfielder that's 10 times the player of him, that should be the job of any football club that cares and wants to challenge for the best. You cannot have a player of McTominay's quality in a United team, especially starting for United. Today he played a championship team, all due respect to Burnley, but he can't even perform in a game like this. Yes, he might have his good games here and there, but ultimately he's never good enough. He'll never be good enough. So we've got to ship him off, and that's the end of that, like I said. But the reality is, we probably won't do that anytime soon unless we get competent owners who want to change the identity of Manchester United Football Club. So we might be stuck with him for a while, but horrific football. I give him a... Who did I give? I gave Dubravka 4. Yeah, nah, he was worse than Dubravka. I give him McTominay 3. Don't know what he did. That assist, I'm not having it, by the way. Stat pad assist. Rashford did all the work on that, so I don't care. Eriksen, good goal. Just a tap in for him. Happy to see him that. But other than that, again, I feel like Eriksen's a little bit quiet for me. He's a little bit too quiet for me. I don't know about you guys. Maybe I'm just not noticing what he does when he's on the ball. But yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of anything else that Eriksen did besides the goal. So I'm just going to give him I'll give him a 7 because he scored a goal, but a very average performance other than the goal. Rashford was good. I'm not going to lie, Rashford was good. He looked very up for it. It looked like he was playing with a point to prove today. He made one poor decision that I can remember when he didn't pass to the open man in the box. But other than that, the goal was fantastic. Even without the goal, I say he looked pretty lively. He did look pretty lively. So going to give Rashford a 7. Very good from Marcus Rashford. And if I seen that consistency week in, week out, I would have no problems with it. But we know how Rashford can be. But let's hope that Rashford can play like that week in, week out. Because that was pretty good. That was very good for Marcus Rashford. Bruno Fernandes suspended for the next cup game. It was just a Bruno performance. He had the good moments. He had the frustrating moments. So yeah, I'm just going to give Bruno a 6. I don't think he did anything too special. Don't think he did anything too bad. I think it's very easy to criticize Bruno Fernandes lately. But I think I'm going to cut him some slack here. Just give him an average 6. Which is fine. It's fine. For United there, in this type of situation, it's okay. We can take a 6 for this game. But ultimately not the best Bruno that we know he can be. Garnacho, I also give him a 6. He had his chances here and there. I can remember off the top of my head, he had 2 good chances where he just got his feet stuck underneath him. Couldn't recover from that. So ultimately, what you're going to do as a kid, as a little youth player, you got to learn from that. I hope it mustn't just affect him. You just got to take it on the chin, learn, improve from that, and perform going forward. But he's allowed to have a game like this. So give him a 6 out of 10. No problems with it. Martial, I think, again, also 6 out of 10. He did look eager today. The challenge today, I thought he was going to get injured. He didn't get injured, luckily enough. So hopefully that's a sign of promise. And it's very important that Martial doesn't get injured and stays fit for Manchester United going forward. Because without him, we are very, very short up front. So we need him to stay fit. We need him to score goals. Hopefully he does do that again. But as for today, his hold-up was there, of course. His decisions was good today. No goals, didn't really create anything. But to be fair to Martial, what did we really create for him other than maybe that 1/2 chance? Nothing. And that's always the problem with Manchester United recently. So yeah, just give Martial a 6. As a striker, I would not like to play for Manchester United. That is for sure. Ten Hag, I give Ten Hag an 8. I think it's basically, like I said, close to perfection for him in a game like this. We'll always want to thump a team like Burnley in a cup game, stat padded here and there, but realistically, I can't be too mad at this. Kept the clean sheet, team played very well, scored 2 goals. I had a relaxed night, enjoyed watching my team play. So happy days, give him an 8. Let's move forward. And yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything in the game. When do we play again? We played Nottingham Forest on Tuesday. Okay, so that means match will be out on Sunday. Okay, quite a long time. But if anything does happen between here and there, I shall try cover it, and because I need to get back in the swing of things with the RDA. But as always, do smash a like on the video if you haven't already. Do subscribe if you are new, and I hope you all have a good day. I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye.